Singapore is rolling out a new 1.1 billion Sing dollar package to help its citizens cope with inflation and cost of living concerns. This comes after recent announcements on hikes to water prices and public transport fares. The package, for example, will fully offset increases to the price of water announced yesterday for up to 2 years. And here's a breakdown of what you can expect to receive. Some 950,000 HDB households will get further support on their service and conservancy charges. Now, together with the regular USave rebates, this will fully offset the S&CC increase for 1 to 4 room flats in its first year. Now, to offset utility bills, they'll also get $20 more in rebates each quarter for the next 2 years, totaling $80 a year. They will fully cover the utility bill increase for 1 to 2 room flats. And for 3 room and 4 room flats, the additional rebate will, on average, translate to $2 more per month. For 5 room and executive flats, the additional rebate will, on average, translate to $4 more per month. Also, more cash for 2.5 million Singaporean adults. They'll receive an additional payout of up to $200. Together with an earlier announced payout, they'll get up to $800 in cash in December. All Singaporean households will also get extra 200 Sing dollars in vouchers. That's for daily essentials in January. Altogether, they will receive 500 Singapore dollars next year to offset their spending at supermarkets, hawker centres and heartland merchants. Resident households with a monthly income of up to $1,600 per person will also receive $50 in public transport vouchers from the end of the year. And this is on top of subsidies to moderate an upcoming fare increase.
Announcing these measures, Deputy Prime Minister Lawrence Wong acknowledged Singaporeans' anxiety over the economic outlook. He says the government is committed to supporting them through these uncertain times. Mr. Wong also clarified that the reserves were not touched for this package. Sherlyn Seah tells us more.
Real wage growth is expected to moderate this year, with firms more cautious when it comes to salary increases for employees. Deputy Prime Minister Lawrence Wong says that's in light of downside risks from possible disruptions to energy and food supplies and sluggish economic growth. The new package aims to help Singaporeans cope alongside higher costs of living.
We have frozen increases in government fees and charges this year, but some non-government charges have gone up because of higher costs. The measures in these latest support package will help Singaporeans cope with higher price increases across various areas, from their daily necessities to utilities to public transport.
This latest package is one of several off-budget packages in recent years. While these were not planned, DPM Wong points to economic uncertainties as the reason. He says the government stands ready to respond to them quickly and support Singaporeans, particularly lower and middle-income households and families. The latest measures will also not require a dip into past reserves.
We have sufficient funding so far for cash flow purposes to meet the cash flow, so we do not need immediately to vote in extra money. So for now, we can provide for it for all the additional expenditures, but in budget next year, we will provide for a supplementary bill if there is a need to provide for more monies in the 2023 budget.
DPM Wong is also reiterating that the government's imperative has always been to ensure Singapore's finances remain sound and sustainable, and that's why it's prepared to spend more money down the road as well to address rising social and healthcare needs, especially with the aging population. And such spending, he says, has to be covered by revenues, otherwise Singapore would face deficits. That was his response to a question from the media on why raise prices and then give rebates, instead of keeping them unchanged. Mr. Wong says this has been the government's approach, using the GST increase as an example.
Our approach is to put in place the GST first, but effectively delay the impact, which means that many Singaporeans, the majority of Singaporeans, do not feel the impact of the GST increase for a few years. So that has been our consistent approach, because we don't want to wait till we are at the very brink, not enough money, and then start raising taxes.
Mr. Wong adds that while Singapore's current fiscal position is sound, the government will continue to look at its revenue sources to keep it so.